Okay, last day. It's the last day of RPG a Day for 2015. And today's question, the question for day 31, is what is your favorite non-RPG thing to have come out of role-playing gaming? Not really the kind of question I wanted to end the series on, but it is interesting. It certainly had me thinking for a long time. What is the favorite thing that has come out of role-playing gaming, but is not in and of itself role-playing gaming? And well, I might be thinking of this one the wrong way, and if I am, forgive me, but the first thing that popped into my mind was, computer role-playing games. I kind of got stuck in this circle of role-playing games and couldn't really go beyond it. I mean, dice existed before role-playing games, and, I really like dice. They're not really a favorite thing. They're a favorite in the context of role-playing gaming. And so I just kept butting my head up against things which clearly weren't the answer to the question. After all, a computer role-playing game is doing its best, trying to be a role-playing game. And that was finally the thought that led me on to the answer I'm going to give. And like I said, this may not be even in the right ballpark of answer, but this is my answer for this question. And what it is now we have a whole class of board games. Games like Arkham Horror or Eldritch Horror, which are based on the idea of being board games. You play them within a certain period of time. They require components and moving around through a perceived space, doing defined activities. Very much board games. And yet relying on the emergent property of character to cross beyond simply the moving a playing piece around a board aspect of board gaming and elevate it to a different type and level of play that engages you not just as a decision maker trying to win the game, but also as the player of a character. It's not a role-playing game, but it's more than what a board game can be reduced to. It occupies some kind of space in between, and I guess for me, this would be a great thing to have come out of the existence of role-playing games. Certainly, these make the type of games that I want to play. And now that I have answered the question, I'm even more curious about how other people are going to answer this question and in which directions they'll take it. Which I guess makes it a pretty good question to end the month on. If you've been following these posts on YouTube or on my written blog for RPG a Day 2015. Thank you very much for the attention, and for those of you who interacted, thank you very much for that, because that's what I see this series as being about. The sharing of the different influences and inspirations and likes and whatnot that we have to celebrate the hobby. And thanks ultimately to Autocratic for kicking this whole thing off and keeping it running for 2 years. And now that the month is over, and now that I have more time personally, with the crush of summer now coming to an end, I'm very much looking forward to using the hashtag RPGaDay2015 and going through the responses that I didn't have a chance to see and interact with. And I think we can keep this going for quite some time. Watching a few posts every now and again and commenting, because they're out there. Anyway, the series is over until next year, if there is a next year. Take care.